Hi, I'm Patty Berry. I'm from Patty Berry Good Nutrition. I am a registered dietitian, and I have been a registered dietitian for about 30 years. I'm also a certified oncology dietitian and a certified integrative and functional medicine dietitian. And today I'd like to talk to you about omega-3s. So why are omega-3s important? Omega-3s are important because if we have low levels in our body of omega-3s, we could possibly have more inflammation going on. And inflammation, as we have been hearing in the news, can lead to heart disease, can lead to arthritis, can lead to depression. There's so many things that omega-3s help with that we don't want to go by without having enough omega-3s in our diet. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about these things. So omega-3s are an essential fatty acid. What does essential mean? Well, our body doesn't make it. We have to consume omega-3s through our diet. There's 3 different types of ways we can get them. So there's vegetarian sources of omega-3s called ALA, or alpha-linolenic acid. There's meat sources of omega-3s, actually from fish, and that is EPA and DHA. So our vegetarian sources I have here for you to show. So ALA we can get through eating walnuts. So a handful of walnuts is very good for you every day. Ground flaxseed and also flax oil. You never want to cook with flax oil, but you could make like a nice salad dressing with flax oil. And then there's hemp seeds and chia seeds. Chia seeds are also a fantastic source of fiber. Hemp seeds are a good source of protein. So food sources of alpha-linolenic acid can be very good for us. Now, the problem is that the ALA doesn't always convert to the form that our body needs to help decrease inflammation. And the form that our body needs is called EPA or DHA. EPA stands for Eicosapentaenoic Acid, and then DHA is Docosahexaenoic Acid. I may be mixing that up a little bit, but they're long, confusing names. So just think of EPA and DHA. And those sources we can get mostly through consuming fish. ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, is good for you, but there's a problem because only about between 1% to 10% of that ALA converts to EPA and DHA. Your body needs the EPA and DHA. That is what helps decrease inflammation. So I wanted to talk to you about food sources of EPA and DHA. So the best way to get EPA and DHA is to think of an acronym called SMASH-T. SMASH-T stands for salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring. And then T stands for trout. So these little cans of salmon can be very, very good for you. Salmon is considered wild, even if it's in a can. The canned salmon is considered wild. So all the stores carry some form of salmon. Anchovies, I can't get myself to eat them, but if you can, one time I tried to make a pizza and put anchovies on them. I had to throw the pizza away. It was just too salty. But if you're a good cook and you know how to make anchovies taste good, then that's a great source of omega-3s. Then we have mackerel, and this is, you can find mackerel in little boxes. And then there's herring. Herring is very tasty. I recently was trying to get myself to eat more herring, and I just Googled ideas to eat canned herring and got a great recipe of a guy making open-faced sandwich, and it was very tasty and sprinkled it with little capers. It was very good. The other one is trout, and then we also have sardines. Sardines and salmon, also you get a twofer if you're eating those, because if you get them with the bone in, there's another sardine. If you get the bones in sardines, you're getting calcium, and you're also getting protein, and you're getting the omega-3s. So we're talking about omega-3s, so they're all good. SMASH-T, remember SMASH-T. Now, there are also some people that are never going to eat these SMASH-T. So if you are one of those people that I don't eat fish, you could consider consuming fish oil. So this is just one brand. I don't have any affiliation with any of these cans or brands that I'm showing you. It's just a brand that I have used for myself called Nordic Naturals. And what you want to make sure you're looking at when you are looking at an omega-3 label is you want to just look for seeing how much EPA and DHA is in there. This particular brand has 650 milligrams of EPA and 450 milligrams of DHA. So total is about 1,000 of the EPA and DHA. Some brands, when you're looking at brands, can be, say, has 1,200 milligrams of omega-3s, but when you look at how much EPA and DHA, it's not that high. So read your labels and be smart about that. Now, some people who are vegetarian, they're never going to eat fish, so there are algae-based omega-3 supplements. So fish are, the reason they're high in omega-3s is because they consume the algae in the ocean. So if you are a vegetarian, just an algae-based supplement could be helpful for you to get your omega-3 levels up. Now, the big question is, how do you know how much omega-3s do you have? So there's a wonderful test, and again, I do not have any affiliation with this company, but this company is called Omega Quant. For $50, which is a great deal for a functional type test. But you order the kit, you prick your finger, and you put that blood spot on the paper that is in the kit, send it back to the company, and you get a report back to you telling you what your omega-3 level is. Ideally, we want to have an omega-3 level of 8 to 12%. That can help decrease some of these inflammatory conditions that we're seeing. Most Americans are down 4%, and if you're vegetarian or never eat fish, you might even be lower. And so that's where there is some work we could do to help improve our omega-3 levels. I also wanted to show you some brand of fish that this is frozen wild salmon burgers. I get these at Costco all the time. Wonderful, easy, quick dinner. When I get home from dinner late, I just put that on the skillet and then saute or roast some vegetables, and I got dinner done really fast. The other thing to mention is that wild frozen salmon is a great source of omega-3s, as we already know, but frozen, once the fishermen catch it, they freeze it right on the boat. So it's actually fresher and safer for you to buy frozen fish than the fresh fish in a fish market, or a grocery store. So don't be worried about buying frozen fish. It's good for you. So I hope this was helpful information for you. And if you liked what you heard, please hit the like button at the bottom of the screen. And until we meet again, this is Patty Berry, Good Nutrition.